Matt. I'm not sure that makes you travel when you're trying to feed the post. I watched the game, and he's coming down the right side. He's trying to throw the ball to Embiid, and he took 2 steps. I went, ooh. He has lost all confidence. Now, maybe his shoulder's bothering him, but I've seen a lot of really good players get in our league and lose their confidence. He's a really young man. You know, that's a good question you asked. How does he get past the medical staff? They've looked at him, the medical staff, up and down one side and down the other. I mean, they've looked at him. They've had doctors look at him. I'm not sure where he went and found this doctor who diagnosed the syndrome issue, but I'm always leery of that stuff. I'm sure there's something going on, but I think more than anything else, he's playing really poorly. And the worst thing I hate to see young guys do is just tear themselves away from the game. You don't get better by going around the country looking at doctors. You get better by getting in the gym and grinding out. This is a tough league. And as a guy once told me, this league is not for everyone. Because everyone would like to play in the NBA. You'd walk down the street and say, what would you like to do? I'm playing the NBA. That's not the way it works. This league is really hard. And he's finding out how hard it is. And the #1 pick in the draft has so much pressure put on him. But again, you don't get better by walking away from the game. You get better by embracing the game and going in the gym every day and busting your hump and getting better. I want the kid to succeed. I want him to have success. I hope that his shoulder, gets better. But man, if every time I turned it over at a bad pass, I got a syndrome, I'd had a million syndromes.
Yeah. Our research staff is furiously pouring through medical journals right now, trying to find playing bad syndrome. Well, if the shoulder gets better sometime soon, what's your advice for him? What needs to happen for him on the floor to get the confidence back?
He's just got to go out there and kind of redefine his game. Maybe just be a push guard. Come and do something you can do. Drive and pass. I'm going to drive and kick. I'm going to get everybody shots. You got to do something because his shot is not going in. He has no confidence in it. On that clip you showed, he tried throwing a lob pass and damn near broke the backboard. I mean, he right now has just got no confidence. Take your game from here and just go to here. I'm going to be the best defender on the team. I'm pushing up 94 feet every single time my guy touches the ball, and I'm pushing the ball, and I'm getting everybody shots. If I don't take a shot in the game, I don't care. Get some positive mojo going.
Because he was the #1 overall pick, is it beyond the realm of possibility that he plays his way back via the G League, which is why the G League exists?
History tells us that the #1 pick, once he goes to the G League or the D League, 1 or 2, I think Tabit was the last one for the Grizzlies who had this type of, evaluation in terms of playing. They don't come back. He's been disappointing as a #1 pick, and you have to say that Philadelphia made a serious mistake in terms of their evaluation, and you just got to, try to suck it up and move on. Memphis did that with Tabit, and I think this is probably what's going to happen here.
Puzzling, to say the least. Markelle Fultz, thoracic outlet syndrome, Kevin.
Outlet syndrome?
Yeah.
Okay.
More to get to here. The power dynamic may be shifting in Florida despite that power dunk by Bam Adebayo. Plus, the Bulls changed their coach but ran into some of the same problems against Miles Turner and the Pacers in Indy.
It looks as though Major Taylor is making a go for it. He's working hard, coming up on Burns. Taylor breaks it. It's Taylor out in front. The world champion.
By 1901, Major Taylor was one of the world's greatest athletes. But he still had one man left to beat. Himself. What are you chasing? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
I am an Instagram boyfriend, but now that rolled chicken tacos are back at Taco Bell,
Son's had heart hands.
my hands are tied. Let's just enjoy this moment.
Take the picture.
Rolled chicken tacos are back with your choice of dips, only at Taco Bell.
This season, cricket's taking festive and turning it up to 4.
4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month.
See more at cricketwireless.com/holiday.
The zip, the clip, the clean sweep, the nose nip, neck notch, tweak, touch up, and total takedown. For any man, every man. Conair Man.
Give a gift to the guy that gives you a route. Shop the holiday sale at Men's Warehouse.
Now select suits are $199. Designer sport coats are $149, plus all dress shirts are $3 for $99.
He's gonna like the way he looks.
This is a hernia mesh legal alert. If you experienced problems following a hernia repair, which resulted in the need for the removal of the surgical mesh, you may have a case. Defective or recalled hernia mesh products have been used during many surgical procedures nationwide since 2010. Financial compensation may be available if your hernia mesh was removed due to severe abdominal pain, adhesion or erosion of the hernia mesh, infection, allergic reaction, or other complications. Call now for a free consultation and case evaluation. It is not necessary to know what type of hernia mesh was used during your surgery. The lawyers at Science & Kirk can help. There are no fees or expenses unless a recovery is obtained. Don't wait. Call now to find out if you have a case.
Call 1-800-247-8621 for a free case evaluation. Call 1-800-247-8621.
The starters will have their Pick'em payoff Wednesday at 6 Eastern Time. Lee Ellis was the loser this month, which means it's got to be a tough night's sleep because any of these things or worse is a possibility for Lee when he comes to work. He'd wind up dressed like Freddie Mercury. Also on Wednesday, after the starters, 10 before tip at 6:30 Eastern Time. Game Time Live at 7. All the big finishes of the night on Crunch Time at 9. Then more Game Time Live at 10:30 Eastern. After Fred Hoiberg's firing, the Bulls began the Jim Boylan era in Indiana. He was in his 20th season as an assistant when he got the nod. You got to like that for him, getting his shot here with this Bulls team. Miles Turner not giving the Bulls many shots.
Get that out of there. Levine comes in soft and it goes the other way.
Oh, he's been a really good shot blocker.
Good
and then the rebound and the finish for Turner. How about Jabari Parker?
Yeah, Jabari's got to play a little bit better, particularly with the new coaching change. But hopefully they can get healthy in Chicago and get back to some of their winning ways.
I heard Stacey King on their broadcast talking about how the defensive energy was much better, and you see them get out and start the break with a Carter block. Tyreek Evans lays it home there. He had 10. Bright spot on the night, the return of Lauri Markkanen, second game back, and Markkanen was pretty good in this one with 21. Third quarter, Darren Collison for 3.
Good basketball.
More from Markkanen. 10 rebounds to go with the 21 points.
Yeah, but it took 24 shots to get those 21 points.
Yeah, well, so the details.
I know, he did not.
Details.
Too many shots.
Who
Those are the shots you want.
Who else do you want?
Elbows, with the elbows in the rim. That's the shot you want.
18 and 11 for Miles Turner. He also had 5 blocks. Collison, he had 23. Bulls lose their 7th straight, 8th straight on the road now. Indy won this one without Victor Oladipo, who missed his 8th straight game with that knee injury. Something to watch. Magic and Heat for the second time this season already. Hassan Whiteside putting up some numbers lately. This is that Bam Adebayo.
Two-handed.
Did he get it? Did he go? Did he just get it with both hands?
Yeah, he got 2 blocks. Blocked them once with the right, once with the left. Then he had a tip dunk on the other and fell down. That's a heck of a series.
His own little highlight reel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that's what you call playing with energy.
Yes.
They're on that Miami Vice court. Hassan Whiteside making that look good, but not going with the Miami Vice uniforms here.
That court stinks. You don't even know if you're out of bounds. Look at that sea blue or pink. I don't like the court. I don't like the uniforms either when they wear that color that match.
I don't like that they don't match. Nikola Vucevic doing some stuff, and then Aaron Gordon with the steal. Gordon pulls up for 3. 16 in the third quarter. He finished with 20, 13 boards, 5 assists on the night.
His jump shots allowed him to do this. He's really good off the dribble, but now you got to play up on him. So he's got that spin move. Reminds me of a little Blake Griffin with his ability to put the ball on the floor and spin.
But you talk about putting time into your game. Remember when he first came in, you know, talking about Gordon, we wondered if he would ever be able to shoot the basketball.
Agreed.
You know, the fact that he can shoot it and is doing well down there in Orlando.
That was Adebayo over Vucevic. That's Vucevic doing his thing. He had 19 and 10. He's playing at an all-star level right now.
And they're playing through him a lot on the offensive end. And Orlando's playing well. Don't sleep on Orlando. They found a nice little mix here, and they got a little rhythm. And I like this team. They are starting to show some signs.
I'm wide awake
on Orlando. All right.
Who's now 12-12 on the season. They've won a couple in a row. 2-0 against the Heat so far. Miami without Goran Dragic, who has also missed 8 straight games now with a knee injury. Still ahead, dominance in the desert. We'll show you how Sacramento made quick work of the Suns on Tuesday.
Dickies knows work is more than just what you do. It's who you are. It's where performance counts on strength and comfort matters. Dickies Flex is engineered to give you superior mobility, advanced protection, and twice the durability, all backed by Dickies' unconditional satisfaction guarantee. So you know that Flex Series is made to work as hard as you do. Dickies Flex, engineered to move. Learn more at dickies.com.
It's not what's under the tree that matters. It's who's around it.
When the war's on, my soldiers is ready, put a little dirt on them.
Rated E for everyone.
Buy Xbox One, get NBA 2K19.
Hops are like grapes, special conditions of terroir, of soil, the growing conditions of climate and sunlight will produce unique flavors.
A lager beer should be fruity, floral.
And the flavors that we want in Boston Lager can only come from hops grown in this little piece of ground.
24 on the clock. He pushes down court, splits the defense. Look at that crossover. Changes direction, goes around the back. With 10 seconds to win it, he's got to make a decision. He draws contact. He goes up and under. It's good. What an incredible finish.
Fasten your seatbelts. We're going down the wire.
All the great finishes around the league.
Says it with his chest. 3 seconds to play. Down to 2. Got it. Are you kidding me? Crunch time.
Crunch time. Don't miss a moment of action. Tomorrow night on NBA TV.
Kings visiting Phoenix. No Marvin Bagley, so the top 2 picks weren't on the floor together. Might not have made much of a difference. This one was not particularly close early on.
When it's 34-9.
It was 36-9.
This is like an AAU game.
This is like a really bad start. Yeah, there's 36-9. That's a really bad start.
I mean, and this is on your home court.
Yeah.
That's 9 points in the first quarter. Oh. That's it. That's the quarter.
No, that's bad. And, Buddy Hield, it's surprising. He makes a lot of open shots playing well. This kid's got great speed and just is able to get where he wants to, box with the ball. And Sacramento's playing well.
Got a really good young guard rotation. Fox and Hield, Bogdanovich as well. Ooh. Fox had 16. There's Hield. He had 20.
Everybody on Sacramento's team looked great tonight.
Yeah, they did. Really good.
They won by a lot. Tuesday in Indy, the Pacers dedicated a mural devoted to our guy Hall of Famer,
way to go, Red.
It's 60 feet high.
That is beautiful.
Dicks Reggie doing what he did best over 18 years in blue.
Beautiful.
And McHale contends that Miller paid for it. That Reg
I said Reggie built a Miller. Reggie built a mural to himself. Big deal.
No, I love it. Reg, you deserve it, baby.
Could have just congratulated him.
His feet were on the
Boom, baby.
The feet was on the first floor, but the ball was on the 7th floor.
Boom, baby.
One size does not always fit all. Right, Pepe?
Preach.
So NBA League Pass gives you choices. Gotta have 2 or 3 games a night? Get NBA League Pass.
This is true.
Major matchup you can't miss? Get the single game pass.
No doubt.
Want to follow your team? Get Team Pass. Right, Pepe? Pepe?
Chill, Jay. The Celtics are up by 3 with the Rock.
Celtics? Find your best fit with NBA League Pass.
XL guys aren't built like everyone else. That's why DXL isn't built like any other clothing store, with sizes starting at XL, from Lacoste to Levi's, Brooks Brothers, and more. Built to fit. Built XL. DXL.
The King has gone crazy, making 10 nuggets just $1. Crazy, right? Crazy crispy, crazy juicy. 10 nuggets made of crazy delicious white meat for just $1. Now that's a crazy deal. Enjoy 10 golden nuggets for just $1, only at Burger King.
The world is full of anchors, meant to keep you in place. But the good news is that it's also full of things that remind you not to let them. So every time you raise a Pacifico, let it be a reminder to live life anchors up.
Attention oxygen therapy users. If you've been chained to an oxygen tank, then you know they're a burden. Tanks keep you from living the life you love.
I was on oxygen tanks, and I couldn't go anywhere, do much of anything. I didn't dare go far.
It's time to reclaim your independence with an Inogen One oxygen concentrator. Inogen makes its own oxygen from the air around you, so you'll never worry about running out of oxygen again.
I wasn't going to run out of oxygen ever, and it was like freedom. I got my life back. I really love my Inogen.
The Inogen One G4 is lightweight and compact. Plus, it's battery operated, so you can have oxygen anytime, anywhere.
Oh, do I think Inogen is worth the money? You better believe it's worth every single penny of it.
Call now for your free information kit. There's no obligation. Inogen. Oxygen anytime, anywhere.
Call 1-800-509-1443. That's 1-800-509-1443. Call now for your free information kit.
Hey everybody, it's Game Time presented by Kia. Good to have you along with us. I'm Matt Weiner, next to a couple of Hall of Famers, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin McHale right over there. Got the latest on Markelle Fultz and Philadelphia, but we'll start in Salt Lake. The Spurs and the Jazz, you show right here on NBA TV. Kyle Korver back in Salt Lake City, first home game there.
Ooh, that's the second shot. Wow. First one he missed, second one he nailed, and the three-point barrage was starting.
Just like it was the first time he played in Utah. Yes. When he won one of his 4 three-point shooting titles. And this three-point shooting thing is infectious with the Jazz. Well, they were not very good at it before he arrived.
No, and you know, it only takes, as McHale said, it only takes one to go in. And then it becomes infectious. Everybody starts knocking them down.
Ricky Rubio and Rudy Gobert doing what they do, distributing, dunking. Spurs can't really get it going. Rudy Gay misses over Gobert. Gobert, good defensive player of the year, just causing all kinds of havoc.
Good D again.
Another block. Pop looking for answers. Utah by 16 at the break. Joe Ingles tries passing it, but that works.
Joe is just that good.
Yeah.
He's like, I got that much confidence. I meant to do that.
Yeah. My passes go in. That's how good I am.
He did say he was the NBA's best shooter, right?
He's knocking it down. Oh, that's a nice pass.
Oh, Gobert.
Ooh, and a good
on
finish.
Davis Bertans.
Poster.
18 points, 10 boards for Gobert, already a 21-point lead. So now it's really just a matter of closing things out with records and
how many threes can you make?
20.
Okay.
Is the correct answer.
Nice.
If you had 20, you win. Everybody scored. Franchise record 20 made threes for the Jazz, who have won 3 of 4. Get this, the Spurs' last 3 losses now are by 104 points, each by 30 or more. By comparison, the team had just 9 30-point losses under Greg Popovich before the season began.
Well, they've had a tough time finding that three-point hole, during the year that caught up tonight. They did a great job. They knocked down a lot of shots, but they did it the right way. They had great penetration. They were very unselfish, and guys knocked down the shots. And that makes a big difference when those things go in. So they did a great job. We're very challenged defensively.
They have been one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and the 60% they allowed in this game was the highest field goal percentage they've given up since 2013. How bad things are things right now for the Spurs?
Well, things are bad for them because they don't, as clearly as we saw tonight, they don't have the athleticism. They don't have the speed. And as a coach, again, all you can do is prepare your team, let them know what the opponent is getting ready to do. Try to figure out ways to stop it. But when a team is faster than you, stronger than you, and jump higher than you, as we saw tonight, and then they're knocking down threes, it's a long road to toe. And tonight, they just didn't have it. And for this season, defensively, they haven't had it.
And folks probably remember DeJounte Murray, who was supposed to be the linchpin of their defense. The rangy point guard is gone for the season. Well, what are the options here to get better?
2-3 zone. 1-3-1 zone, zone it up. They can't guard people, and their bigs aren't shot blockers. They're in a world of trouble right now. Pops would even hate to even think about this, but junk up the game a little defensively. Try to do some different stuff. Give yourself a chance. I mean, nobody now is double teaming the ball. Maybe you just trap everything and rotate and just get everybody moving. I don't know, but the standard Pop defense. Pop's always played a defense. A bend but don't break defense. They stayed in front of everybody. They gave up a lot of mid-range jumpers, try to take away the three-point, try to take away the basket. They're giving up everything now. They're giving up the basket. They're giving up layups on drives. They're giving up driving kicks. They're giving up threes. So you got to take something away. I don't know. Pops is a very, very good coach, but he's got to figure out some way to take away something from the opponents. Like take away the paint totally or take away the three totally or something. But they're giving up everything right now. That's the worst that can happen as a team is that you give up layups, you give up dunks, and you give up wide open threes.
Yeah. First of all, you got to give them something that they can believe in.
Yeah.
And right now, it's a team. We always talk about players losing their confidence on offense. Well, clearly this is a team that has lost their confidence on defense. So you got to find a way to give them something that they can believe in and hang their hat on right now.
Got to find it quickly, too. They're in L.A. against the Lakers on Wednesday night. As for the Jazz, you'll see them on Thursday on TNT in the back half of the doubleheader, which begins in Boston with the Knicks and Celtics. Then it's the Rockets and Jazz. Coverage, as always, begins right here at 7 Eastern Time. Blazers and Mavericks moving in opposite directions in the standings, sharing quality court space on Tuesday night. Dennis Smith Jr.
Ooh, between the legs for no reason and layup.
I'm sure he had a reason.
There was no reason to do that.
I'm positive he had a reason.
He was just having fun.
Is there a reason for this?
Yeah, you're really calling me jump high. That's the reason for that.
Myers Leonard, the futile effort to defend that. Evan Turner to C.J. McCollum. He knocks down the jumper, and then Damian Lillard. Little hesitation and a finish. Dallas team's been awfully good lately, and Portland's kind of going back and forth. They've been good, they've been bad. They're in a bad stretch right now.
I mean, this is a team that relies heavily on their guards, and tonight, that's a Shackton nominee.
Oh, it is. 10-foot rims. Use the backboard.
You know what? He would atone for that as the game went on. Dallas up by 15 at the break.
Look at this.
Look at this footwork by Luka Doncic.
Nice. He is clever.
Here's Lillard. This is better. Rim can't stop that.
No, he used the board like he should. Just lay it in if you can't dunk.
Mavericks couldn't either, by the way. There's Smith again.
Well, we know he can dunk.
Yes. Sneaks in for the steal. He'll finish it. He had 12 points and 9 assists. Dallas' lead is 16, but here comes Dame.
Well, I like to see him take it to the rim there. I mean, he's at his best, I think, when he's shooting the jumper and attacking the rim.
So 12 free throw attempts, knocked down 11 of those along the way, and knocking down a step back here. Part of his 33-point night, also had 8 boards and 8 assists, and the lead is down to 7. But late, it's the Rook. Luka Doncic. Look at that step back. Wow. 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Dallas is now 7-4 when Doncic reaches 20 or more. This will be your game of the day Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time right here on NBA TV. Mavericks have won 9 of 11 and now 8 straight at home. And when you watch those highlights of Doncic, just named the Western Conference Rookie of the Month so far, you have to remind yourself he is 19 years of age because he has a game way beyond his years.
Yeah, he does. And 19 years old, but a whole different level than all the 19-year-old American kids you're seeing. He played as a pro in Europe.
Yeah.
He was, at 15 years old, he was playing against grown men. And, you know, you can just see, you can see what he does here. He's just clever with his feet. He's always under control. You know, I watched him, he did the old Larry Bird, put it behind the guy's head and pulled it back. Yeah. You know how much control and how much, you just are, at that point, when you're taking the ball and going, and the guy turns around and you shoot it, the game's going slow motion for you. So this guy, though, getting back to where he's played in the top European league, which is a fantastic league, a step below the NBA, but a step above college. And he's been doing that for years. He was the MVP.
Yeah.
You know, and as a 19-year-old in that league. So the NBA is not too much for him. He's pretty comfortable here, and I love watching him play. And it's nice to see he and Smith getting a little bit of that rhythm going. And you see Smith now ability to pass. Last year they asked him to score a lot more. Now he's starting to distribute a little bit more. That's a nice future for them.
And Luka's a basketball player.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, you can put him in any type of basketball situation.
Yep.
You can put him on the post. You can put him in pick and roll. You can put him in high screen and roll. You can put him at the point. He passes on time. He passes on target. He can rebound the basketball. He plays 94 feet. He can switch. He knows how to guard big men. He knows how to guard small men. I mean, this is a great find. You know, you got to, when we talk about scouting and evaluation, right, you got to give Don Nelson Jr. a lot of credit for going out and finding Luka and making a trade that they making a trade that they made with Atlanta and seeing this talent. And you know, he's going to be fun to watch for a long time.
Sometimes we get caught up in the measurables and reach and leaping ability and all that stuff. This guy's big. He's 6'8". Yeah. And he can play but he can just play. Like the footwork and the vision and all that stuff.
He can play.
Basketball IQ is phenomenal in this game. And if you have a high basketball IQ, you can play on any team that you want to.
Yeah.
All right, plenty more to come here on Game Time. Stick with us. On the way, a diagnosis for Markelle Fultz, but more questions ahead for the former #1 pick. We'll try to answer some of them when we come back.
The King has gone crazy, making 10 nuggets just $1. Crazy, right? Crazy crispy, crazy juicy. 10 nuggets made of crazy delicious white meat for just $1. Now that's a crazy deal. Enjoy 10 golden nuggets for just $1, only at Burger King.
Brush aside the doubters, the naysayers, the noise. Oh, and lint. You're not ready for gray, so brush it away in 5 easy minutes. Just for men, mustache, and beard. Be the better man you are, and look the part.
XL guys aren't built like everyone else. That's why DXL isn't built like any other clothing store. While most stores might go up to size XL, that's where we begin. With a huge selection of famous brands like Lacoste, Levi's, Brooks Brothers, and more. With XL experts to help you find clothes that fit great and look even better. Built to fit. Built XL. DXL.
revolves around it.
Players only. We're back. You got to be a real basketball fan to watch this.
You get the player's perspective.
I'm fired up. So much passion. It's basketball time.
Y'all ready? Yeah! Players only.
Mondays on NBA TV.
That's right. No matter where you are, the NBA app allows you to get scores, standings, and alerts to let you know a game is coming down to the wire. Download the NBA app and set your NBA season off the right way.
NBA Game Time is brought to you by Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Visit kia.com to learn more.
The Bucks have slipped, and so the Toronto Raptors have shot up to #1, numero uno. In John Schumann's power rankings, you can see the entire list on NBA.com. Philadelphia 76ers check in 6th this week, a week in which Markelle Fultz was having his right shoulder checked by doctors to find out what's ailing him. Tuesday, he received his diagnosis. According to the team, Fultz is suffering from thoracic outlet syndrome, a nerve condition which will be treated by physical therapy. Remember, he played just 14 games last year because of the shoulder, played 19, was losing minutes when he left the team to have a couple of different examinations, and now we have this diagnosis. I guess the first question, given all the theories, including that he was suffering from the yips, as it's known in baseball and golf and other sports, some of the wild rumors out there, are you satisfied by this explanation as to what's wrong with Fultz?
No, I think the team and Fultz himself still have to keep digging deeper, you know, in terms of what really is going on and what's happening with him. We know he's a phenomenal talent, but I think he, as a young man, is still trying to figure it out. And this is one diagnosis, and, you know, I guess we have to trust the doctors, and we have to trust the people who have come up with this diagnosis, and just pray and hope that he can get better and come through it.
His agent went out of his way to say this is a physical condition, made that point. But if that's the case, and you guys have been around NBA teams forever, how would it have gotten past Philly's medical staff and basketball staff who had cleared him to play?
I'm not sure what syndrome he has, but he has I'm playing bad syndrome. I do know that. I can see that with my eyes. I'm playing very bad basketball syndrome. I'm not sure if your shoulder having whatever syndrome that you mentioned I can't pronounce.
Thoracic outlet syndrome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Matt. I'm not sure that makes you travel when you're trying to feed the post. I watched a game, and he's coming down the right side. He's trying to throw the ball to Embiid, and he took 2 steps. I went, ooh. He has lost all confidence. Now, maybe his shoulder's bothering him, but I've seen a lot of really good players get in our league and lose their confidence. He's a really young man. You know, that's a good question you asked. How does he get past the medical staff? They've looked at him, the medical staff, up and down one side and down the other. I mean, they've looked at him. They've had doctors look at him. I'm not sure where he went and found this doctor who diagnosed the syndrome issue, but I'm always leery of that stuff. I'm sure there's something going on, but I think more than anything else, he's playing really poorly. And the worst thing I hate to see young guys do is just tear themselves away from the game. You don't get better by going around the country looking at doctors. You get better by getting in the gym and grinding out. This is a tough league. And as a guy once told me, this league is not for everyone. Because everyone would like to play in the NBA. You'd walk down the street and say, what would you like to do? I'm play in the NBA. That's not the way it works. This league is really hard. And he's finding out how hard it is. And the #1 pick in the draft has so much pressure put on him. But again, you don't get better by walking away from the game. You get better by embracing the game and going in the gym every day and busting your hump and getting better. I want the kid to succeed. I want him to have success. I hope that his shoulder, gets better. But man, if every time I turned it over at a bad pass, I got a syndrome, I'd have had a million syndromes.
Yeah. Our research staff is furiously pouring through medical journals right now, trying to find playing bad syndrome. Well, if the shoulder gets better sometime soon, what's your advice for him? What needs to happen for him on the floor to get the confidence back?
He's just got to go out there and kind of redefine his game. Maybe just be a push guard. Come and do something you can do. Drive and pass. Just I'm going to drive and kick. I'm going to get everybody shots. You got to do something because his shot is not going in. He has no confidence in it. On that clip you showed, he tried throwing a lob pass and damn near broke the backboard. I mean, he right now has just got no confidence. take your game from here and just go to here. I'm going to be the best defender on the team. I'm pushing up 94 feet every single time my guy touches the ball, and I'm pushing the ball, and I'm getting everybody's shots. If I don't take a shot in the game, I don't care. Get some positive mojo going.
Because he was the #1 overall pick, is it beyond the realm of possibility that he plays his way back via the G League, which is why the G League exists?
History tells us that the #1 pick, once he goes to the G League or the D League, one or two, I think the Tabit was the last one for the Grizzlies who had this type of, evaluation in terms of playing. They don't come back. He's been disappointing as a #1 pick, and you have to say that Philadelphia made a serious mistake in terms of their evaluation, and you just gotta try to suck it up and move on. Memphis did that with Tabit, and I think this is probably what's going to happen here.
Puzzling, to say the least. Markelle Fultz, thoracic outlet syndrome, Kevin.
Outlet syndrome?
Yeah.
Okay.
More to get to here. The power dynamic may be shifting in Florida despite that power dunk by Bam Adebayo. Plus, the Bulls changed their coach but ran into some of the same problems against Miles Turner and the Pacers in Indy.
Dependability, honesty, integrity, just like in the military, at the Air Force Academy, and certainly from my family, my grandfather. Those are the things I'm always getting when I'm dealing with USAA. You can always depend that you're going to be able to get someone on the phone. Those people are going to be friendly, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever you need done. You never feel like you're just a number. You always feel like an individual when you're dealing with USAA. I'm Joe Lombardi, and I'm a USAA member for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
YouTube TV. Watch like a fan.
It looks as though Major Taylor is making a go for it. He's working hard, coming up on Burns. Taylor breaks it. It's Taylor out in front. The world champion.
By 1901, Major Taylor was one of the world's greatest athletes. But he still had one man left to beat. Himself. What are you chasing? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
The starters will have their Pick'em payoff Wednesday at 6 Eastern Time. Lee Ellis was the loser this month, which means it's got to be a tough night's sleep because any of these things or worse is a possibility for Lee when he comes to work. He could wind up dressed like Freddie Mercury. Also on Wednesday, after the starters, 10 before tip at 6:30 Eastern Time. Game Time Live at 7. All the big finishes of the night on Crunch Time at 9. Then more Game Time Live at 10:30 Eastern. After Fred Hoiberg's firing, the Bulls began the Jim Boylan era in Indiana. He was in his 20th season as an assistant.